Hello, hello. Hidden Hermit here. How's it going? And I have a question for you. What's the vibe? What is the vibe? Well, let me tell you. Well, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to leave it up to the systems here. So we're going to use the structure of astrology to figure out the vibe, as well as a little bit of a chance. Ooh, hey, Venus, as well as the intuitive messages from the tarot put up the right way. So what is the vibe here? What is going on in the heavens, in the skies above us? I suppose the big news is that Mercury and Venus have now entered Libra. They're rocking out of that Virgo party that it was having with Mars and the Sun. They entered Libra just over a day ago. They're currently in opposition to, well, Chiron there, and the moon pretty soon. In fact, the moon's sort of racing out of that kind of vibe there at the moment. So yeah, there's been a bit of an energy shift. We've gone from that analytical Virgo vibe to that Libran balancy vibe, or so they say. So yeah, that's the big news. That's what's happened mostly in the last week. There are a couple of other things that are going on. There's a very interesting thing going on with Pluto and Mars. They're trining there. Mars is currently at 18 degrees Virgo, Pluto at 20 degrees Capricorn, so a very earthy vibe there. Pluto and Mars are generally quite fiery, but they're pals. They get on quite well. In fact, some might say that Pluto is a higher vibration of Mars in essence. So what does that mean? It means that things like if you're grasping for power. So yeah, if your birthday is around the 7th, 8th, 9th of September, that will be that Virgo vibe. 7th, 8th, 9th of December. So you might be feeling quite confident at the moment. You also might be feeling like you want to go and get yourself a little bit of personal power, perhaps. I don't know. The fire vibe does not chime well with the earth vibe, but this harmonious aspect is bringing out the best in each, I would say. Of course, Pluto's in play, so it does kind of affect everybody. So I don't know, can you think of anybody out there in the wider world that might be trying to grasp a little bit of power? Is that working out well for them at the moment? I don't know. What else is going on? So Jupiter is still squaring Neptune. It feels like Neptune and Jupiter have been squaring each other for about 1 million years now, although it's been, well, it's months really, isn't it? Fortunately, that is coming to an end. We've got about 9 or 10 days left before that. And you know, that square, that Jupiter Neptune square, things aren't particularly clear. There's a lot of the opposite of clarity going on. Everything's kind of clouded and in abundance. So uncertainty in abundance is what that square tells us, I believe. At the moment, it is indeed 4 o'clock on Sunday, September the 15th, 2019. Uranus is right at the bottom there, so we're all trying to hide our weirdness a little bit. There's a nice, interesting semi-sextile between Neptune, Pluto and Saturn. So those outer planets over there are getting on particularly well, I would say. So what does this mean for us? I don't know. So let's where should we focus our attention? And for that, we leave it up to chance. So let's go and see. Let's see where we're going to have to look to the heavens. Where are we pointing our peepers, if you like? And I lost one. One just fell off the table. It's going to stay there, I'm afraid. So let's arrange these, shall we? So we've got a Mars. We've also got a Venus going on here. We've got another Mars. Oh, look at this. There's a huge Martian vibe going on here. So one of our messages is going to be from Mars. We've also got a Virgo vibe, so Mars in Virgo. We've also got a Sun vibe just tucking in there between Mars and Venus. I don't do the nodes. Too confusing. Look at this. This is crazy. So Mars in Virgo is going to be one of the big messages. Second house currently containing Neptune, but that's it really. It's just Mars. So what's Mars going to be telling us today? We've also got a bit of Pisces going on down here. Oh, I suppose you could do Pisces in the second. There you go. There's another message for us. Scorpio. Not a great deal happening in Scorpio. And Leo. Leo's all kind of empty at the moment. So what's the vibe? It's a Martian vibe. So we're going to be looking to that Pluto trine as well, which is quite nice and healthy. Let's get rid of these. So this is the vibe. Mars in Virgo. What are you trying to tell us? And although this is very much a snapshot, Pisces in the second house, you know, the houses don't really apply for what's the vibe, because you know the house is going to be moving on in an hour or so. But just for the sake of, usually you get 3 messages to come from for when we do what's the vibe, but today we're just going to stick with 2, even if one of them is a little bit of a stretch. So we're using Equinox today. Equinox, well, actually Equinox has been used quite a bit today, but he has been cleansed in the interim. Just doing a reading for somebody earlier with Equinox, but he has been cleansed and shuffled. I'm just going to give him a little bit of a, I don't know, I was thinking of a really comical word to say there, but words escaped me. Maybe it's that no-nonsense Mars. He wants to get directly to the point. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. Okay, so Mars in Virgo. What's the vibe? What are you trying to tell us? What are the messages for us? Let's, I've said my little prayers, so let's just do this. So this is the message from Mars in Virgo. And, let's cut the deck again. There we go. This is a message from Pisces in the second. So the second's all about, you know, what you acquire. But again, this is what's the vibe. The houses don't really apply. So what is everybody trying to acquire? Well, I don't know. Let's leave Mars in Virgo to the very end. So Pisces in the second house. It's contained in Black Moon, Lilith and Neptune at the moment. What are you trying to... Ooh, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so what does that tell us? Well, for a start, the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. Jupiter is one of the co-rulers of Pisces. How does Jupiter fit in the second house? Well, he brings a lot of good things, you know, a lot of personal wealth, I suppose. The things that we use, the things that we have acquired. So that's a pretty good message, I would say, despite Pisces with its ephemeral nature. But the second house and Jupiter, they get on quite well, I would say. So what does that mean, though? What is this? What does that mean? I would say the Pisces energy of that sort of higher spiritual thought, etc., is given quite an abundant vibe. Jupiter likes Pisces very much, and indeed likes Neptune as well. So that's interesting. So Neptune and Jupiter, they co-rule Pisces, if you like. So that's a pretty solid, stable message, I would say. If at the moment you're looking to enhance your spirituality, so it's a good time to meditate, I think that message is. If you just want to give yourself 5-10 minutes, just take a few breaths and just tap into those higher realms. It's a good time to do it. Cheers, Wheel of Fortune. All right then, Mars in Virgo. What are you dying to tell us with this 6-fold message? What's the vibe, Mars? Mars in Virgo is telling us it's the Two of Cups. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that absolutely beautiful? So, despite the fact that Mars is a good 17 degrees away from Venus, and Venus in Cancer is the Two of Cups, but Mars is telling us it's a good time for a little bit of loving, I would say. Now, if by any chance you have Mars in Virgo, and, well, you know, every 2 years that happens, just under 2 years, if you are a Martian with a Virgo vibe, spend some time with those you love. Could even be a bit of love for yourself, and you Virgos are very good at self-care. So today is a very good day to go out and spread the love, I would say, which is marvellous. Isn't that lovely? I mean, if the Tower had turned up, then, well, I don't know. or you know, something a little more aggressive. But no, we got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups tells us it's a time of abundance. It's a time of just a lot of care, a lot of caring out there, a lot of friendship, and it's trining with Pluto. Now, Mars is very good at loving, it has to be said. Pluto, it's a bit of a darker underground vibe, I would say. But I think Mars is telling us to just tell the people you love them, even if that's yourself. So that's the vibe. That's the vibe going on here. Bit disappointing we didn't have more more definite messages. But I think that one message from Mars in Virgo, the Two of Cups, is great. So the vibe at the moment is love everybody. Make love, not war. That's the vibe. Thanks for watching, everybody.